This was my first unlimited win in over 3 months. Yeah, it's been rough, but I'm back. My team has been interesting to say the least. We were told one thing, then hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, and we all know it. So why did I come back?
It's a valid question, and I've certainly heard everything. However, I don't really have a great answer for your question because I really don't give.
And how am I gonna fare jumping back into the unlimited streets? Can I secure a ring after all this time, or am I getting bounced faster than the Mavs did? We'll get to that, but first let's take a little trip back to where it all went off the rails. Back on February 15th, we got a MyTeam playbook, and a large part of the community was raging away on the timeline like usual. But me, I was ecstatic. Yeah, that aged poorly as I saw the All-Star set as a crappy experiment in pack structure that would be a one-time deal, a little gotcha at the end of the season. But what I was concerned about was that shiny pink diamond Elton Brand. Wait. Aren't you supposed to be a Laker fan? Yeah, I am. You see, back in the day, what would Kobe say? Yeah, but you see, it's like this. Fake fan. Then when season 5 started and the structure remained, I realized the seriousness of what was actually going on. For the next couple weeks, pretty much all the desirable cards were locked behind gambling only packs, and the player market essentially shut down. MT's value dropped off the face of the freaking earth overnight, and then they crossed the personal line, the iconic set. Headlined by 100 overall Michael Jordan, but that I could forgive. The 100 overall concept is silly anyways. The set also included Galaxy Opal Penny Hardaway, who was one of my first favorite players, but even that I could forgive. But Headband Wilt? The pain. Oh, so now you're a Laker fan. Dude, my favorite big man of all time, a staple of my teams. I once started the Sapphire Wilt Chamberlain for months, while Pink Diamonds roamed the paint. I could see the passion for the mode turning to the dark side. Next was the terrible drop from top to bottom. It was just meh. But then Lamar Odom and Pau Gasol were locked in 2K headquarters. Not even the My Career mech robots were a match. The dark matter powered force field was impenetrable. So again you ask, why even come back? Because basketball's in my bones. And because Jerry West's passing kicked up the desire to just go out on the virtual court and hoop with him. Rest in peace, Loco. And because 2K finally put some of the 2000 Clipper players in the dang player market. And I have fun using these guys in Unlimited. Even if I have to give PT to Sapphire Andre Miller and Emerald Q Rich. Can we get an update, please? So here we are, back in the Unlimited streets. And yeah, it's still fun putting a team together and just getting lost in the basketball. Is all forgiven? Hell no. Not even close. The player market decision still boggles my mind, and even a full reversal at this point in the cycle wouldn't be enough to erase the damage. So yeah, I'm back, but on a much more casual timing. So 2 games down, 2 to go, running my pretty underpowered Clippers team. And my normal handful of VC splurges are nowhere to be seen and definitely won't be seen for the remainder of this cycle. I still want to be able to overanalyze the hell out of the gameplay mechanics. I still want to find a way to use obscure role players amongst the overrated trees of dark matter, point guard eligible abominations. And I still want to get more efficient at running action sets and freelances. It's just in my bones. So far it's going pretty well. Now well on my way to securing my first ring in almost 4 months, but you never know when the SBMM is going to drop me into the torture chamber. Game 3 is pretty much wrapped up, and I'm reminding that it's the little things that should matter the most. My team should be a nostalgia-filled dopamine drip that lets us settle the all-time debates across the eras on the virtual court instead of by calling each other names on the timeline. The idea of what my team could be is a full-blown Shakespearean tragedy in comparison to what we've seen over the past few months, and really over the course of the past few years. And from a spreadsheet bottom line perspective, I understand the need to boost revenue, even if I completely disagree with the path that was chosen to try to do it. And here we are, 3-0, on our way to a ring, and look at that, a deluxe iconic pack. Yeah, this is not the center I was looking for. Back to the court for game 4. The starting lineup has really held their own, and even though my team overall is a 93, I haven't really had to face any of the top tier God squads. Let's take a moment to appreciate Elton Brand cooking real quick. I've seen so many of my peers and friends leave my team behind, and I fully support and even encourage you to never stick around anything that doesn't give back as much as you put in. In fact, one of the biggest benefits of MyTeam totally going back on its promise of more accessible cards for all is that I've had time to explore other genres of games and other creative pursuits. Hours that would normally go into finishing grinds and racking up MT have gone into learning more about game development in Unreal Engine, brushing up on my C++, and even trying my hand at drawing. Shout out to Books for tips on getting started with that. So far, the first 3 games have been blowout quits, but this guy's hanging around, and it actually feels good to get in a casually competitive game. And I'm reminded that deep under the over-exaggerated players and obsession with SIGs, you actually can play some good basketball, as long as both players go in with that intention. Throughout this year, I've enjoyed using various incarnations of this particular early 2000s Clippers teams because it's forced me to work around the limitations of some of the players. Knowing a guy has a particular role and knowing how that role fits in with the team is a beautiful part about basketball, and it forces you to play a more intentional brand of basketball. But I know I'm built a little weird. I used to enjoy being the sleeper pick in the draft when I'd create myself as a prospect for an upcoming franchise mode draft. There's something about the harmony of a well-crafted basketball team that just makes me smile. So as this game wraps up, and I manage to clutch out the 4th win to complete the sweep, as the celebration starts, as they bring out the trophy, I can say I had fun on this run. I wish MyTeam was an environment where the fantasy aspect played out by pairing up players from different eras, authentic representations of those players from different slices of time out of legendary careers, made from moments where the role player had the game of his life to make NBA history as rich as it is. And with Season 7 coming to an end, we have to be getting something fresh and rewarding for Season 8, right? Have you seen the MyTeam Season 8 playbook? Son of a...